Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to iCommand. This is TV Boy, and I am finally feeling better. My voice is feeling much better after resting over the holiday weekend, and I feel like I am way behind on giving you guys some game log reviews. I know we've got the some excitement over the prequel cards that were being designed by J-Jax, and I know that tournament is happening today, I guess yesterday when you're listening to this on Tuesday. And I'm definitely going to be giving some coverage to that, but I feel like the IACP, like basic IACP stuff, Season 8 has been neglected for a bit, and I want to give some coverage to that, and then we'll definitely start covering what's going on with those prequel cards that J-Jax has been working on for sure. But we're going to do this first, and I wanted to cover some of the important games that have been happening, so that's going to include, we're going to start off with round 6 or week 6 from the Purgle Competitive League. And it's going to be Herbie and Derek playing against each other. And I will go ahead and spoil a little bit. I'm not going to spoil who wins. But Herbie and Derek were both placed high enough in the Swiss rounds. At this point, they both end up making it in top 4. So we're going to see them in the semifinals for this league tournament. But they do play each other here in the final Swiss rounds, and they're going to be playing on Watch Your Step. That's another reason I want to feature this game. We get to see finally some more of Waska Hunting Ground. I feel like we haven't gotten to see a whole lot of this map, even though it just we just did another map rotation. That's an old map. Coruscant Back Alleys is now in rotation. I believe the Bespin map rotated out, so now it's Tarkin, this map, and Coruscant Back Alleys. We've seen a lot of Back Alleys. You guys can check out gameplay from 2019 FFG season on Back Alleys. Worlds was played, the Worlds Finals was played on that map. You can definitely check it out. But I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of exposure for this map from the Bosk pack yet. So I think I have time enough to do one game log review here before I have to go, and it should be a good one. I'm not going to be showing the cards. You guys can definitely check them out on Tabletop Admiral. I think that's the best way to look up cards if you need to look them up. Normally I will try to do that, but I notice it slows me down a little bit, so I'm just going to get through it here. Alright, so we've got Herbie playing his Luke Skywalker list that he was playing through much of Season 8. I've noticed. I finally went through all the game logs and have some data compiled. Although once I have more data, I feel like I'll be able to share that with everybody. But for right now, he's got Jedi Luke, Cara Dune, Baze Malbus, CT, Yoda, R2D2, and C3PO. So some nice brawlers, action, and heavy weapons going on. And he's playing against Derek, who is playing Scum. He's playing IG-88, the old IG, not the new IG-11 from IACP. This is the original IG-88 from FFG. He's also got Onar, Coma, Cad Bane, MHD, an Elite Jawa Scavenger, R2D2, a regular Jawa Scavenger, C3PO, Smuggling Compartment, and Devious Scheme. And I'll remind you what those do. And wow, my voice is not 100% yet, but it's a lot better than it was before. So, Smuggling Compartment allows you to, at the start of each status phase, you get to look at the top and bottom card of your command deck before you draw. And you can rearrange them, so you can put the top on the bottom, or you can put the bottom on the top. And then it also has an additional effect that lets you basically hide your hand from your opponent if they try to look at your hand with an ability or a command card. So it kind of can counter a hand disruption once per round. And then Devious Scheme is the card from the core box that lets you force your opponent to take initiative, but you still get to choose the deployment zone. So Derek going to be taking the red deployment zone. A little bit of spoiler on my data that I've been collecting. I've also been now looking at map data, including deployment zone win rates. And the red deployment zone on this map has a considerably higher win rate than the blue zone. And that's a bit atypical for the other competitive maps, which are a lot more balanced. So the red zone definitely seems to be working for Derek, since he's picked it with and he took Devious Scheme for 1 point to do it. And it looks like Herbie's going to be starting with initiative, like we said, from Devious Scheme, so that is going to give Derek the likelihood of getting initiative in round 2. So let's get through here. Players are drawing their cards. it looks like Herbie is going to be passing, so he has 7 activations to Derek's 8. R2 going to activate for Derek, going to use Conflict to draw a card. And oh my, so that's the other reason the red zone is definitely a lot better. The terminal on the blue zone is 5 spaces away from the deployment zone, which means R2 not going to be able to draw a card for Herbie, as Herbie has not brought any kind of extra movement figures in his list. There's no Gideon and there's no Hera. If he had either of those, R2 would be drawing him a card this turn, but without them, he is not going to get that extra card draw. So C-3PO activating for Derek, going to focus up Cad Bane. And we can see probably this might be the reason why Derek felt like it was important to pay 1 point for Devious Scheme, since he also does not have extra movement other than Onar. He could deal damage to R2 to push him forward 1 space, but he probably doesn't want to have to do that, so did bring the Devious Scheme. Alright, C-3PO going to focus up Cara Dune for Herbie. We're going to see the elite. Oh, no, that's the regular Jawa for Derek. Going to double move over to the southernmost objective. And we should mention the objectives here. This one, the objectives are with 4 VPs for each of those gray objectives a player controls. And there are 3 on the map. So it's going to be 12 VPs up for grabs. The other one about this is that you can't see the walls that are being removed by the map rules, because Vassal automatically does that. But the difficult terrain is not not quite difficult. It's you don't have to spend extra movement points, which is great because there's a lot of it in the middle there. But the first time a figure moves through it during their activation, or I think during the round, non-mobile, each round. So the first time a figure moves into each round, they have to suffer a strain. So it could be good or bad, but I think it's generally better than having to spend extra movement points for each of those blue squares you have to move through. All right, Yoda activating, going to draw some extra cards for Herbie. Well, we're going to draw 1 card for Herbie, and then has to put 1 card on the bottom, so he doesn't have channel or anything like that. And then going to focus up Jedi Luke. And now we've got the Elite Jawa. Going to move up to that middle door, but not going to open it this round. Baze Malbus, going to move next to the terminal. MHD going to move up in a very central position next to Derek's terminal. And then Cara Dune also going to move between Baze and R2 right on top of Herbie's terminal. Onar moves up next to 3PO. And CT going to activate and open the door. And he's going to back up into the deployment zone. So nice hiding spot there for him, for Herbie's figures, and he's got Yoda right there on the front edge, so if anything is going to get attacked through that doorway, it's going to be Yoda, and he's going to be able to deflect the damage back. Oh, but IG-88, using that heavy speed, the +2 movement points from focus on the kill attachment, in addition to that 5 speed, going to move through that difficult terrain easily on this map, suffers the damage as strain, and able to get a shot on R2-D2. And R2 is not lucky, but it looks like he's only going to take 4 damage unless IG-88 has some kind of card. Nope. Alright, and Cad Bane did use his ability. So it looks like that's what happened. Cad Bane provided an extra movement point to IG. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he had to go 8 movement to get there. And that was provided by Cad Bane during IG-88's activation. Alright, going into round 2 here, and Derek's going to be getting the initiative unless Herbie has take initiative to steal it back. And, yep, there it goes. Oh, there's take initiative, but Derek had the negation to counter it. So Herbie is not going to get the initiative this round. Derek going to get it naturally and keeping it with negation. Going to activate IG-88 here. And then going to use that ability again. Cad Bane is within 4 spaces of IG-88, so we're going to give IG-88 an extra movement point for this round. And IG going to move up 1 more space. Going to take a shot on R2, getting that relentless ability. When he attacks a figure within 3 spaces, deals a strain. So moving up 1 space gets him within range to deal that 1 strain to R2. Who is going to go down to this attack. And And Celebration going to be played as well. No Jabba, I believe, in Derek's list, so no extra points there. Gonna get 7 VPs from that, and then IG88 not gonna stick around, gonna move back to safety. Does have to take one more strain from moving through the swamp there. And now there, Herbie's gonna just have to set up to counterattack. Not in a huge rush though, he doesn't need to rush out because now that Derek has done his hit and run, Herbie rushing his figures out here will just lead to more problems. So he's probably going to set up more and then get ready to spring his attack. Most likely close to the end of the round. So 3PO focusing up Baze Malbus. And then it looks like 3PO activating for Derek. Or no, is that MHD? Either MHD or 3PO playing Devotion. So we're going to be able to look for that Blaze of Glory, the command card for IG88. Very similar to Son of Skywalker, but only 2 points, and it deals 3 damage to IG at the end of the round. So now Herbie under a lot of pressure, and now the IG is going to be able to activate again and very easily move up to back to where he started and get another attack off on the figures by 3PO. Alright, CT just going to activate and stay where he is. Jawa Scavenger is going to open the door, so now he's controlling that cache. Although he is now vulnerable to ranged attack from Herbie's deployment zone. Bay is going to just stay where he is. Okay, Cad Bane moving up. Not taking a shot though. Oh, okay, Derek did not play Blaze of Glory, so that was the end of round 2. And now we have Cad Bane sitting up on the cache. So Derek controlling 2 of the objectives, going to get 8 VPs for that, up to 19. And Herbie still at 0. Okay, Call the Vanguard being played by Herbie with Cara Dune, it looks like. Ooh, not Vinto, Cad Bane dodges there. And that is unfortunate. And now it looks like Derek is... Oh no, excuse me. I thought that Taken Show was being played. Alright, so... There we go. Alright. So it should be Herbie's initiative here unless Derek has... Oh, did Derek play take? Oh, Derek played take initiative and exhausted 3PO. So Cad Bane gonna activate, gonna attack Cara Dune, who is standing next to 3PO. For the job, and he is focused, so he's gonna get a power token and be able to swap one of his dice for the dice. That is going to do some damage. 8 damage to Cara Dune there. Yoda going to activate for Herbie. Going to draw a card and put a card on the bottom. Doesn't have anybody to focus though, since he can only focus a Force user. He is going to stand up in front of Cara Dune, so at least he's going to be using Force Deflect there. 3PO going to activate, going to focus Cara Dune. And then Derek's Jawa going to play Planning to draw him 2 more cards. Okay, CT activating. Double moving. Derek is dug in really, really well here. He's got MHD giving Miracle Worker coverage to all of his figures now. He's got Blaze of Glory waiting to punish anything that Herbie sends in there to try to attack that formation. This is rough. And I think Herbie was kind of banking on getting a kill on Cad Bane there, who was sitting up on that objective, and then rolled a dodge. Alright, so IG-88 now activating. We're down to... Yeah, Herbie's just trying to outweight Derek here. And now we're down to the last activation of round 3. Or, excuse me, of round 2. And IG-88 going to take the shot on Yoda. Gets a dodge himself. And what are we seeing discarded here? Targeting network being used to reroll. Interesting. Oh, and he's going to play, so you need to do that because then he's going to play heightened reflexes. Alright, so that is, I think that might kill Yoda here. Let's see, that's doing 7, 8. Yeah, that is a dead Yoda, and that means no force deflection since Yoda is defeated before the attack resolves. And now we're going to see Blaze of Glory again. And it looks like Son of Skywalker is also being played. Oh no, is it being discarded for Relentless? Okay, no, it looks like he is going to play Son of Skywalker here to ready Jedi Luke. So Jedi Luke going to play Urgency, going to play Force Push to grab IG-88. This is all before IG-88 can activate with Blaze of Glory. So what happened is IG-88 activated, played Blaze of Glory to ready, and then Herbie was able to play Son of Skywalker. Since he was not the turn, since it's initiative order, Derek does actually have to play Blaze of Glory first, since he has initiative, and then Herbie gets to respond with Son of Skywalker. To kind of surprise him there. So we're gonna see a focused attack on IG-88 here. Gonna pierce through that. Looks like we're doing about 5 damage. Let's get a reroll with Heir to the Jedi. Still gonna just be about 5 damage there, in addition to the strain he took from the difficult terrain. Does he get a second attack? Yes, he does have enough for a second attack here. And we're looking at, looks like another 5 or 6 damage. So I'm going to be just too short of the kill. But the nice thing is, good thing there, that was a really good play because he got him away from MHD. But it looks like, unfortunately, we're not able to finish off IG in a single attack here. Relentless going to trigger with IG's attack. Dealing a strain to Luke. He's going to take it as a card, so discarded Celebration there. And Luke does get +2 evades thanks to his own built-in and then 3PO. And no reroll for IG, so it looks like we're going to be doing 5 damage to Luke there. Oh, and Luke has the parting blow. Nice. Okay, so IG is trying to run away and do the hit and run, but Luke is going to catch him with that parting blow. Should be able to do enough, especially with the reroll. So IG-88 goes down 12 points for Herbie and able to get back into this game. Although Derek is at 23 VPs, he's going to go up to 27 since he still controls that cache, the objective there down to the south. So it's still looking rough for Herbie, but being able to sneak that kill out from under MHD is big. Alright, regular Jawa Scavenger, gonna activate. So we're in round 3 here, I believe. And it is gonna be Herbie's initiative. Looks like Herbie's passing a bit. He's focusing everybody up, so Baze, CT, Cara Dune are all focused. Alright, so now CT gonna move up. Looks like he's gonna barrage on Kathleen here. So he gets to perform an attack and then perform another attack, but he adds a white die to the defense results. So it gets through the white dice there. 6 damage to Cad Bane, who has, I believe, 8 health. He has 9 health. Second attack. This is going to be against 2 white dice. And there's the dodge. And now Cad Bane will activate. It is weakened, and I believe CT should have given out a block token from those last 2 attacks. Coming shoes on attack within 3 spaces. So he should have been able to give a block token to Luke, Cara, or C-3PO, or himself. But I don't see the token being given out, so I might have forgotten about that part of his ability. And then I'm gonna see some damage coming in. 3 damage from Cad Bane's attack. Luke gonna activate here. He's gonna stand next to CT. Interesting. And Bay's gonna open the door. I'm gonna move to control the objective. Enters the difficult terrain, has to just take a strain, gonna discard looking for a fight as the strain. Deciding where he wants to go. It's gonna put him right there. Okay, Elite Jawa gonna come up, shot on Bay's Malbus, who's got 11 health and no built-in defense bonuses. Gonna do 2 damage there with the Surge for +2. Cardoon gonna come up and take a focus attack on Jawa that just attacked. That is a dead Jawa. Not gonna Miracle Worker, so Derek saving the card if he has it in his hand. And now Onar gonna come up. Looks like he rushed. He tried to attack Bays. But Get Behind Me being played. By CT. So CT gonna take the attack here. And it's a big one. Oh, so he was shooting at Cardoon. Interesting. And then now Onar are going to play Assassinate, which looks like it's going to finish off CT, and that's going to put Derek at 33 VPs to Herbie's 15. It looks like that is the end of round 3. Derek contesting the objective and still controlling the one down in the south, although Herbie now controlling the one in the north, so that's going to put Derek at 37, Herbie at 19. Ooh, it's looking rough, although none of... there aren't any cheap figures that Derek can just pick off to get to 40. 3PO will not get him to 40. Although Cardoon is at 8 damage out of 12. And Derek now has initiative. Going to be able to activate Onar. Doesn't get the kill though. Kara is left with 2 health left. And Herbie's gonna activate 3PO, gonna focus Cardoon, but this feels risky. There's an element of surprise. Herbie's gonna play negation though to cancel the element. So Cad Bane attacking Cardoon, who I believe is getting her hunker down bonus from the difficult terrain there. Blocking passable or difficult terrain. Corner or edge. Yes. Okay, so she is getting hunker down. So she's getting +2 block, +2 evade, 1 from hunker down and 1 from C3PO. And interestingly now, Luke is going to be providing some deflection damage here. But Cad Bane can easily finish this, and yeah, I think that's going to do it. So Derek is going to go to 45 and wins the game and the match and goes on to top 4, as does Herbie. Both of them made it into top 4. So we're definitely going to check out some of those games soon. I want to record multiple game logs this week if I am able. Whew, that was tough, but we got through it. Thanks everybody for watching. Catch you on the next one.